For this DIY, you will need 9 of these mirrors from Dollar Tree. And here's the SKU. And I'll leave the SKU in the description below the video. So what we're going to do is turn this over. We'll also need some tower blocks. For each mirror you will need 4. And you'll need some strong adhesive. I'm using my favorite, Gorilla Glue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put glue on one side of my blocks. On the back of your mirror, you'll see these little dots. It's 4 dots. There's like a little edge here. So what you want to do then is put it right up against that bump and that little edge. Okay, heads up on DIY number 2, you will need 4 of these mirrors. And you want to do the same exact thing for those mirrors as well. So again, you will need 9 of these mirrors for DIY number 1. And for DIY number 2, you will only need 4 of these mirrors. So you'll need 13 mirrors in all. So we're going to put that on there. Again, you want to use strong glue. Do not use hot glue for this. And please don't use Dollar Tree Fix-All. These mirrors have a little weight on them, so I wouldn't advise using the Dollar Tree Fix-All for that. So I'm going to do this to the remaining mirrors. Then I'm going to move on to the next step, which will be cutting our board to attach our mirrors to. So here's the board that I'll be using to build my mirror. Now you do not want to use Dollar Tree poster board. Please just spend the $6.99 so that your mirror looks professional and last a long time. Okay, so here I'm just laying all 9 mirrors down. After all of the mirrors were lined up evenly, I traced around the outside of the mirror with a marker. And then I used an X-Acto knife and a ruler to cut it. I went ahead and went around my board with some black spray paint just to cover that brown edge. So now I'll go ahead and take some of my Gorilla Glue and put some on each one of these blocks and then glue them to my board. And as you can see, I'm being fairly generous with the glue. Okay, so this time I'm going to put some glue on the side of this mirror to connect the mirrors as I glue it down. Now on the blocks. Same thing with this one. So now I'm going to go ahead and put some glue under all 3 of these mirrors. I'll start out with this one. Okay, finally we'll put more glue on the bottom of these mirrors as well. Finally, just add some glue to the blocks. And then make sure that your mirrors are straight and even with the board. So this is what we have. So I'm going to allow this to dry overnight, and then I'll come back and complete the DIY. Okay guys, so I'm back. My battery is about to die, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you really quick what I'm going to do. Now we have our 9 mirrors. In each corner of the mirror in the center, we will be adding one of our mirror frames. But we're going to put it in a diamond shape like this. And we're going to do it right where it crosses on each line. Just like that. And then we're going to come back and do it here Same thing. And these two mirrors are going to be touching. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And hopefully I can get it all on camera. If not, then you'll see the finished result when I hang it on the wall. So I'm putting the glue on each corner. Just like that. Same thing with this one. Okay, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Allow this to dry overnight. Hang it on the wall. Come back and let you guys see what it looks like. And as promised, here's my stunning Dollar Tree wall mirror. No one would ever come to your home and believe that this was created using Dollar Tree products. It's neat, well put together, and solid. And another great thing about it is that you can actually make it larger. Okay, for DIY number 2, we are going to take our 4 mirrors and line them up on the board that was left over after the cut. Then trace the mirror like we did before and cut off the excess. This is what we had left over from our board that I purchased from Home Depot. So I'm going to do the same thing as before, but I'm only going to use 4 mirrors. As you can see, I put the blocks on these as well. So I'm just going to glue these down, just like so. Then we'll come back and finish the DIY. Okay guys, so I took this outside, spray painted the back silver. And the reason that I did that is because it's going to be reflecting from the mirror. And I didn't want it to be black. I'm going to cover it with mirror towel and maybe some of this diamond bling so it has something really pretty to reflect. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to decorate the very center because that's where it's going to connect to the mirror. I think I will go inside here. Let's try the mirror. Okay, 1 row of mirror towel goes really well inside there. So now this is optional. You don't have to do this. But this is just me knowing that I would see that background reflecting and that would drive me crazy. Just like that. So I'll go off camera and just decorate it. Come back and let you see what it looks like. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm almost done. So I want to show you that I went ahead and put the hooks on the back. And when you put the hooks on the back, it's mandatory that you use screws. Unless you can put the little nails in there before you put the mirrors, which is going to be hard. I wouldn't advise that you use the nails because you could actually break your mirrors. Get some really tiny screws. I actually use some screws from some extra mirrors that I have like this and put them in. And I also use some Gorilla Glue. So you really need to use some screws with your sawtooth hooks, okay? Because these mirrors have weight. And when you add the blocks, that's a little bit more weight, believe it or not. This mirror is so heavy, it's like it's store-bought. Okay, so for this frame, and I went around it with mirror towel. And then here is what it looks like on the back. I just left a little opening here, 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 in those 4 places because I'm going to glue this right in the center. So I put glue on all those places, here, 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 here. Now I'll glue this directly to the center of my mirror. Now you guys know I really don't measure that often. It's up to you if you want to measure. So now I'll go ahead and put some weight on here to make sure I get a really good connection. So I'm going to allow this to dry overnight, hang it on the wall, let you guys see what it looks like. And finally, here's our completed mirror number 2. One of our Glam Fam members said she was only able to find 4 mirrors, and I promised her that I would create a DIY using 4 of these mirrors. So here you go, girl. Now on to question of the day. Would you rather have DIY number 1 or DIY number 2? Leave your answer below in the comments. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed this DIY, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.